After raising her children and content that all 5 living children had found their place in the world and were people of great faith, Mother Brunner felt lost as to what God had in store for her next. Her life's work was raising holy children, but at 68, that work was complete. So she did what she often did. She made a pilgrimage to a holy place for inspiration. I am going, she said, to Mary at Einsiedeln, and there I hope through the intercession of the Mother of God to learn what I am to do. As she had done many times before, Maria Anna courageously made the arduous journey from her daughter's home to the shrine of Mary of the Hermits at the great Benedictine Church and Abbey in Einsiedeln. This site was a renowned pilgrimage site because early in the 9th century, a revered Benedictine monk began a life of solitude as a hermit here. He is known today as Saint Meinrad. He lived alone, deep in the woods, with just a few books and a statue of Mary. For 25 years, Saint Meinrad lived in solitude until he was murdered in his meager home by 2 robbers. Legend has it that Saint Meinrad had 2 tame ravens who followed the criminals to Zurich, where they were captured and punished. At that location where Saint Meinrad lived, the shrine of Mary of the Hermits was built and housed the statue of Our Lady of the Hermits. Deepening the holiness of this place are the events surrounding the official blessing of the shrine in 948. According to legend, the Bishop of Constance, Conrad, who was preparing to consecrate the chapel, had a dream in which Christ himself appeared with many angels and saints and consecrated the chapel. Conrad therefore refused to consecrate it again. This miraculous consecration of the Lady Chapel marked the beginning of Einsiedeln as a pilgrimage destination. As if this was not miraculous enough, the church and monastery have been damaged by fire several times over the course of centuries, but the statue has been unharmed. In fact, in each of the 5 fires which reduced the church to ashes, only the Holy Chapel containing the miraculous image escaped injury. The Black Madonna has an interesting history. The skin of Mary and the infant Jesus are black, but they originally were not. The color is the result of the countless years of candles and incense being burned to venerate the statue. Since the statue was hidden during the French occupation in 1798, it was not destroyed with the original chapel. The statue was restored to be re-established in the reconstructed chapel about 20 years later. At this time, the artist originally painted the wood with lighter skin tones, but the people of faith rejected this restoration. So the artist painted the skin to match the previous black color. However, some historians propose a different possibility. The Black Madonna would hearken to an ancient cultural memory of the African origins of humanity. What we see today is the actual statue and chapel that Maria Anna would visit. Visiting the chapel, the monks at the monastery invite visitors to be close to Our Lady in the Chapel of Mercy and to let her maternal gaze rest on you. In the Chapel of Grace, you can draw new strength and experience a sense of security that only a good mother can give. Today, the Sisters of the Precious Blood provide similar beacons of hope and love in many places around the world. In the south side of Chicago, in the Back of the Yards neighborhood, the Sisters of the Precious Blood work with the missionaries of the Precious Blood. The Precious Blood Ministry of Reconciliation is a beloved, safe place of inspiration where a hurting community can draw strength and healing. Since 2002, PBMR has provided support and programming to counter the injustices stemming from poverty, violence, and racial division. Sisters run restorative justice circles with mothers who have lost children to violence and mothers who have children who are incarcerated. In Cincinnati, sisters have responded to those on the margins, the homeless, HIV positive, transgender, drug addicts, alcoholics, or mentally ill, to bring a compassionate, non-judgmental presence, unconditional love, healing, and wholeness to broken lives. sisters have served as spiritual and religious needs for several parishes in Santiago. Drawing from Precious Blood spirituality, they have provided pastoral services such as catechesis, youth advising, and accompaniment for many retreats, conferences, and small Christian communities. In Guatemala, Michigan, and California, many sisters have ministered to people suffering with mental and physical health issues. A sister in Guatemala started a mental health clinic. Sisters in Michigan and California offer mental health counseling. One of the sisters, who is a medical doctor, has worked at a free clinic in California. The legacy of establishing a place of peace and love, a beacon in a needy community, continues. Thank you for your example, Mother Brunner.